All right, welcome everybody to the Bookmap Onboarding Webinar. All right, welcome everybody. So the goal here is to get you up and running in Bookmap. So what we're going to do here in the agenda is we're going to log into bookmap.com. So you'll see your details there. Show you and demo this. We're going to get some data. We'll subscribe to it. You will need a subscription to data as well as a subscription to Bookmap. And then we're going to download, install, and run the platform. And then we're going to connect to the data and add some symbols and go through some other resources. And this should get you up and running. Then we'll have a Q&A session and show you the community. And maybe we'll have time for a little live analysis as well. All right, so let's jump in and we'll get started here immediately and log into bookmap.com. So just go to bookmap.com, okay, and here you will log in the upper right hand corner here. So click on the link up here. I've already logged in as Bookmap Bruce. So you'll see it says log in here, but just click on that and log in. Once you've logged in, this is what it will look like. You'll be in the Bookmap portal area here. And this is where you'll see in the Getting Started tab, your license key, your download links, and yeah, we'll start with that. So first off, if you have the free version of Bookmap, you will also see this. That's fine. And you can install and download the free version. Just click on the system here, go with Windows or Mac or Linux. And then also, actually right now we only have a production version. Sometimes you'll see a beta and sometimes an alpha or sometimes all three. So we're going to download and install the Windows version, production, and then just click on download. Let's also copy our license key here, and then we're good to go. All right, so we'll click on download, and it starts the downloading right now. Okay, that'll open up the download file, and we'll get to that in just a minute. While it's downloading, let's also subscribe to some data. So we'll go to Add Subscriptions and click on the link here. Okay, I've already opened it over here, and this is what it will look like. Now, if you don't see this window like this here, then it means you have the free version. If you see it requesting or adding a subscription for Global or Global Plus, then you'll first need to subscribe to Bookmap. And then you have to get data after that. That would be the next step. All right, so we are assuming you already have Bookmap, Global or Global Plus or Digital Plus, and now you want to subscribe to data. All right, so this is the place to add that subscription. Just scroll down a little bit, and we're going to add Bookmap futures data here. We'll also add some stock data here, and then we'll also go through a crypto example as well. But let's take a look at Bookmap futures data, and these are the different bundles that you have here. So you see the entire bundle here: CME, CBOT, NYMEX, and COMEX. So all CME exchanges here. It's $79 a month. Okay, this is just for the data, and this is in addition to your Bookmap subscription. Actually, this is a pretty good deal compared to others out there. If you just trade the stock indexes like the Russell, the ES, or the NQ, then you might want to go with just this option here for the CME. It is $17 for the first month and then $34 each month after. All right. Now, if you're a gold trader, then you'd probably just go with the metals down here at the COMEX exchange. Same thing, 17 for the first month, 34 every month after. Or if you trade crude oil or energy, then you'd go with the NYMEX. If you trade interest rates, you'd go with the CBOT or the YM. Now, if you trade one of these here, like let's say you trade gold and you also trade stock indexes, well, it would make more sense to just go with the bundle. Okay, you're probably going to save money there, and just go with that, and you'll be able to open up all sorts of instruments. All right, so go through the process here after you've selected it, and then subscribe to the data. All right, now for stocks data, same thing over here, and just everyone can hear me. Can you hear me over here in Discord? Laura, if you can just give me a thumbs up or a yes or something. I believe it is working, right? I see it working here. I just want to double check on this. Last time it was not. No, you cannot hear me. I don't know why this is not working over here. Okay. So you must be listening on YouTube. Right. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's move on then. I'm not sure why it's doing this. It should be working. My mic is on. I can see it highlighted. Anyway, guys, sorry. It's on Zoom. It's on YouTube. It's also on our Discord channel. And I think the Zoom is taking the mic is the issue. Anyway, let's go over a stock subscription. Okay, so for stock data, there's also a bundle here. You will need to subscribe to DXFeed for stocks in Bookmap, and the bundle is NASDAQ plus EDGX. Okay, these are two different exchanges here. You will get them bundles together. It's $59 for the first month, and then $119 after that. All right, so now if you just want the NASDAQ depth, then it's $69 a month, or EDGX, and that's $59 a month. Okay, for you stock traders, I would recommend going with the bundle. You'll just get better data, or more data and more information. And we'll just go through those two examples for now. And we downloaded Bookmap. Okay, we found it in the download folder here. And then let's double click on it and let's install it. Okay. All right, that brings up the wizard here, the installer, and just go through the process here. I'm not going to go through it. We'll save some time. Just hit next and go through the process. I'll X out of it. I already have Bookmap installed, and you can see it over here on the desktop icon here. So now we've subscribed to data. We've downloaded Bookmap. Let's install it, and let's run it now and double click on the icon. Okay, and it's just starting up. All right. Okay, so now the first thing that shows up here is the run options window. Right, and you may have questions on this. So let's go through these options here. It's actually very simple and straightforward. If you want to trade within Bookmap, you can use the simulation mode here. Any trades that you take will be simulated only within the Bookmap environment, but you can connect to live data. Now, trading mode here, this is for Global Plus and Digital Plus users. You will have that option. Global will not. If you select this one here, you can connect to a live broker and in your funded account or a prop trading firm, and then the trades that you take from Bookmap will be routed to your prop firm or your funded account with your broker. And there's one more option here, and I highly recommend that when you select either simulation or trading mode here, that you also check the boxes for record your data and you record your orders, because then you can replay it in replay mode. So now I'm going to select replay mode here, and if you open this up, you will have to go and fetch the file that you recorded earlier from trading mode or simulation mode. Okay, so those are the three different modes here. Let's select trading mode and we'll click OK. All right, and now Bookmap opens up. Okay, so now this is the screen you probably see, something like this, and it says you're not connected to any platform. All right, so there's a 3-step process here, and we're going to go through this exact process right now. So let's go up to connections, and we'll select configure a connection. Okay, this brings up the connectivity configurations window here. And what we need to do first is we need to add a connection adapter. Okay, and that's the platform over here. Okay, because we're not connected to any platform. So let's click on that, and this brings up the plugins manager here and all the different adapters. Okay, and we're going to scroll down here. If you don't see it here, you'll probably see it when you scroll down, available for install. And here's the Bookmap data that we just subscribed to earlier. And we're going to install the adapter here. Okay. And that's it. It says it's ready to use. Okay, great. Click OK again. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add the connection to Bookmap. Okay, so we've installed the adapter. Now we need to add the connection. Click on that. And then from the platform dropdown, we'll click on this. And these are all my installed adapters here. And we'll click on Bookmap data. And then for your server location, click the area that's closest to you. And then we'll click OK. All right. So now we have, great, we've installed the connection or made the connection. Let's go back to connections. And you can see it, Bookmap data is here. Let's select the box. Okay, and now it's connecting to Bookmap data. And it says, great, okay, so we've now connected to it, but no instrument is selected. So we need to click on the plus tab up here in the upper left. Let's click on that. And then we're going to add or subscribe to an instrument. So from platform, we have Bookmap data. Okay, you'll see in the drop-down others as well if you have multiple. For type, we're gonna select futures. For exchange, click on it here, and you'll see I have the bundle, so I can go to any of these exchanges here. I'm going to select CME, and then symbol. Let's click on it here. You can see all the different symbols in here. If you do not see your symbol, then you'll need to type it in. So for example, this contract here, the ES for the S&P E-mini, this is the June contract. Okay, so let's select ESU5, and then you can see it in the drop down here. We can select it here. Okay, and then we can add some historical data. I'll just go with 1 hour for right now. That's fine. And we'll click subscribe. Okay, and you can see in the upper left-hand corner a tab now appears for the ES September contract. If you have any questions about the contracts, the rollovers, etc., let's go up to help, and we'll click on symbols here. Okay, this will bring up the symbols guide, and for futures, crypto, and stocks. Okay, and here for futures, you can see the month codes in here. Okay, so if we look at the September, that's the new contract here that just rolled over. It is the U contract, and that is why we put ES for the S&P E-mini, U for September, and then 5 is for 2005. Scroll down a little bit more, and you'll see a guide in here how to connect to if it's for DXFeed, Rhythmic, Bookmap data, CQG, etc. And you can go through the coding in here. All right, so great. So we've now connected to a futures instrument. Let's go back over to connections, and we're going to now connect and configure the connection for stocks. So we'll click on configure again, and DXFeed is the adapter is already installed in here, so I don't need to add it, but I do need to add the connection. So let's click on that, and then from the platform drop down here, click on it, and we're going to scroll down, and we're going to find DXFeed here. Click on it, and it says connection name. You can give it one. And Bookmap knows if you are subscribed to it or not. And so let's click OK. And we'll go back up here to connections. And here's our feed. Now we need to just select it. Okay, and that selection will connect us to it. All right, so now you can see we're connected to it. Let's click on the plus tab. And then now from the platform dropdown, click on it. And we're going to select DXFeed data. All right, now I'm going to add a stock. Okay, you can see Microsoft popped up here, but let's click on it, and we'll just input Apple here, AAPL. I'll select it here from the drop down, and I can add 3 hours of cloud data here. There's more if you want. I would recommend keeping it low, just an hour or two of data. I'll select 1 hour, and we'll click subscribe. Okay, and you can see Apple is now starting to populate here. Okay, the red text shows it's downloading data. Let's click on the tab here, and there we go. Here's Apple, and it's in the pre-market right now. Okay, all right, great. We're up and running with a stock and a futures instrument. There's one more that we want to connect to, and that is for a crypto instrument. So let's click on the plus tab here, and we're going to select from the drop down Bookmap Data again. Okay, now Bookmap Data, we offer a free connection to the crypto exchanges, so you can just it'll be, we already added the adapter here, so we just select Bookmap Data, and for the type, click on this, and you can see we have futures, we have the competition, we have perpetual and spot. These are for crypto instruments, and I'm going to select perpetual. And then the symbol pops up here. You can click on the drop down, and you can connect to any of these here for USDT or Tether. I'm going to go with Bitcoin USDT, and then we can add in our cloud data. We can go with 2 hours. Now, for crypto, you'll see these tick size boxes and granularity here, size granularity. This is where you can actually use these because this is an over $100,000 instrument. So right now, for one tick, it's $100. So let's click on it, though. We can make it 50 or 20 or 200 or 500. So actually, let's select 50 here. And then granularity, I'll stay with 0.01. That's fine. And then I'm going to click subscribe. Okay, and the tab pops up here. It's downloading data. Let's click on it. One of the interesting things about the Bookmap data for crypto is, here, let me show you again here. I forgot to cover here for perpetual, the Multibook here. Multibook is, this is really interesting product we put together for Bookmap data. You can connect to, or you will be connecting to 4 different exchanges in here at the same time within the same symbol. So this is a synthetic instrument. We have Binance Futures, Bybit, OKEx, and BitGet. Okay, so 4 different exchanges here. You'll even see them up here in the upper left-hand corner. And here we go. We're up and running with Bookmap data for Bitcoin Tether. That's it. We're all set. Okay, so let's see if there's any questions. I'll get to it here. And in the meantime, I want to show you some other resources here. Let's click on the S&P E-mini and take a look here. All right, so if you have any questions, the #1 place to go to, well, you can go to help here in the app, and you can go down to the Learning Center here. The Learning Center is really a hub for all of the resources for Bookmap support, education, information, etc. So we're going to go to the Learning Center here, and it pops up the Learning Center. All right, so now in the Learning Center, you can see we have some tabs up here. Click on this. There's a knowledge base, that symbols table, a glossary. We can go on into community here. We have our Discord community, a blog, a forum, YouTube, Twitter, or if you need help, you can go to support, or support also shows up down here in the lower right-hand corner. All right, so there's courses in here to learn about Bookmap. I want to show you a couple of different things. First is the knowledge base. Let's click on that and go here to the knowledge base. That'll open up a new tab, and this is the user guide for Bookmap. This should answer any questions that you have. All right, so it's text-based. You will see links to videos that go back to the Learning Center as well. Okay, so for whatever it might be, strategies or trading or getting started here, all the different features in Bookmap. Now, there's also another tab over here called Add-ons. Click on that, and you may have questions about stops and icebergs, cross BBO, correlation tracker. They are all listed in here. Okay, so you will find it in here. And you coders, you can go to the API section here and learn how to create your own adapters and add-ons within Bookmap. All right, so that's it. So let's go back to the Learning Center here. I would recommend, if you're new, to first go through the Getting Started course. So click on this, and then the platform here. This is what we just covered in this webinar, connecting to data. This is what we just went through as well in this webinar, connecting to Bookmap data and DXFeed. And adding a symbol as well, how to add a symbol in here. Okay, so we just went through all of these in here. If you need a refresher, go into the Getting Started course. These are very short videos that will take you through the process. The next one here is an overview of Bookmap. That'll answer your questions on what Bookmap is and how to read it. These are very short videos. Now, once you've gone through that, now you can go through the Bookmap features, how to navigate, how to zoom, how to display different data, as well as configurations, the volume dots, the liquidity heat map, the settings, etc. All the columns in here, you can see there's several, but they're very short. So this should answer the bulk of your questions in short video form. All right, let's go back to the Learning Center here. And then the next step I would recommend if you're new is to go through the Market Mechanics course. Okay, let's click on that and go through part 1 here. Okay, this is really important because this will go through the details of what Bookmap is and how to use it or how to read the market here. So for example, you can see here the in a diagram form how these markets work, and then you'll really understand Bookmap very, very well. It's when you look at the interface. Okay, so the best bid, the best offer, the spread. These are the volume dots in here, okay, hitting the bid here, taking liquidity in the order book here. Okay, you can see a stacked order book here, how that affects price, etc. So this is a really important course after you get up and running in Bookmap. Now, after that, then I would recommend you go into the new supply and demand setups course that we have here. There are 10 different setups. And they're very simple, straightforward, and they have to do with supply and demand. So that's, again, how to read the Bookmap, the order flow, the heat map in here, which is liquidity, and putting those pieces together. All right, so that about covers it. And let's see if there's any questions in here that I can answer. All right, over on YouTube, let's see. If you subscribe through your broker, do you need to purchase data through Bookmap? This is a great question, Amy. No, it depends on your broker and the subscription that they have. So for example, you will not need to subscribe to Bookmap data, nor Rhythmic, nor DXFeed for futures if you're using one of those prop trading firms. They will likely have a Rhythmic connection. You will use that, and you will connect Bookmap via that Rhythmic connection. Okay, you will just need to subscribe to Bookmap. So check with your broker what kind of subscriptions they have. We connect to several different data providers. We think the like for example, you can connect to CQG if they offer it, or there are many others. All right, so you can bring the data over depending on the data provider and the broker. Okay, all right, now for stocks though, you will need to subscribe to DXFeed. There's no way around that one. Many of the brokers don't offer DXFeed like that, like they do futures feeds, right? So anyway, you can route your trades to a TradeStation or Interactive Brokers account, but you cannot. We recommend you actually can connect to their data, but it does not display very well in Bookmap. Okay, so that's why you need that high quality DXFeed data. All right, good question, Amy. And let's move on here. Any other questions? All right. Does Bookmap work with Ninja? It does, William. You can connect to Bookmap I'll show you where you can go for that. There's actually getting connected here, connecting to data. We go through all of the different data connections in here. And if you go down and subscribe to, or here's the Ninja Trader video right here. Okay, so watch that and learn about how to connect to Ninja. There's also connecting to Rhythmic and CQG to Ninja. So there's 2 videos, right? That will answer your questions. Paul, you have a question? Let's see here. You have a question about the community. You go through. Okay, so verification. I'm sorry about this, Paul. For some reason, the link had broken or broke. We will get it fixed later today. Sorry about that. All right. Okay. And let's see. Okay. All right. So Paul, Amy, William. Okay, got your questions answered. Let's check over here in Discord. Okay, nobody. And over in YouTube. Okay, Salsa, good morning. Okay, I will provide you a spreadsheet for the Bookmap Academy, and no problem there. Okay, sorry, a little overwhelmed. Dan is away, so he'll be back next week. All right. All right, guys, I think that's everything. We can wrap it up here, and any last minute things? Well, just go back up to help here in Bookmap and start with that learning center. This is the hub here. There's other links in here as well, like to our Discord chat room here and community. But this should answer your questions. Start there, and then you can always reach out to us and support in Discord as well. All right, thanks for coming, everybody, and we'll wrap up and we'll see you next time. All right. Yep. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.